Hello everyone, it's Peter here, Piotr Fissner. How you doing, guys? So we're back where we left, and I would like to tell you that when it's off and it's on a charge, when you take probes, of course if you can touch the right spot. So look, it's 379, 380, yes. Volts, DC of course, 381. Okay, so it was 380, 379, now it's 381, so it's slowly going. That's what we wanted. That's exactly what we wanted. 382. It's working. So what it is when it's using the current it's pretty much used well, and that's why you know that you can't see the charge, but it is charging well. And I've checked as well, and stable, and it's working. Before, on this battery, it was charging well when it was off, but then the device was not good, was not stable, it was restarting. Whereas now when we switch it on, back on, let's check again the voltage. It's 379. Oh, I thought it was 380. 380, yeah, 380. You know, before it was, should turn on either by pressing that button or by pressing that button, and now we'll be taking, now it's not switching off, yes. So see, it's 343, 341, it was 340, 339. It's draining the battery. 338. So what I'm going to do is I will test it and see how deep it will go. I'll unpause it, you know, after some time, and we will see if it's still restarting, because that was the original issue with this device. So we need to check if it's still restarting or not. If it's still restarting, that means some chip is draining the power from this device and it's faulty, yes. And then you can know, but for me it's fine. Nothing is too hot, you know. When you touch with your fingers, you can see warm. It's like mild warm. So your temperature body, so it's warmer than you, about 5 degrees, so it's about 50 degrees Celsius. I don't know how many it will be, probably about less than 100 Fahrenheit. Yeah, but it's not, you know, it's not anything really hot, so I wouldn't say it's, if it would be like hotter, I would start to feel discomfort, whereas this one is really comfort to touch, you know. It's like really nice, warm. Maybe body temperature, maybe slightly above. So that's why, you know, I wouldn't say it's a problem, and it's not restarting. So good, yeah. It's working, because it was restarting. Now the only question is with that voltage drop. You see it's 318, 317. Probably we'll switch to 316 next. And that's only what I need to test. Yeah, 316. So the question is how much this can drain it, and then when it will drain, white picture should make it quicker. So I could put it in my coffee, but it's cold, it's fine. So we can do it while it's cold. Okay, So I will leave it. I will pause it and I will leave it, and then we can go back to it, because I do believe we'll be okay. I'm only curious what will happen if the battery will go really deep discharge. Yes, if that will be the case, and then it will start to restart rather than keep the power on, and that means there is an additional problem with it. If there is no additional problem, that means it will be, it will go to certain level down, and then we'll start to charge the battery. So the charging IC will kick in properly, like it's working when it's off, because when it's off the battery is growing up, up, up. When you disconnect charger, it's stable. Yes, it's just staying there. When you connect the charger, it's going on, so you can't test it again. But then again, if you switch it off with that button, it's going again up, 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 up. And I've tested several times, so I know. Yes, I don't believe, I just know. So now the last test is just to leave it on, come back to it after some time, and see if that will, get that level and will start to charge the battery, or won't start to charge the battery. If won't start to charge the battery and it will start to restart itself, that means the original problem came back on the new battery, and in that case we know that it's a charging IC issue, or any other chip is draining the power from the battery more than it should, and in that case we need to find it. We will have another part of that video. Yes, so be right back. Okay guys, so now you can see that it's doing exactly the same thing. It's just off, now it's back on. Now it's off, and now it's back on. Yes, so that means the problem wasn't with the battery, which I originally thought. I don't know why I thought that to be true, because I've checked the voltage on the battery and it was dropping, not raising. I don't know why I've done it. I shouldn't think that it's a battery in the first place, and shouldn't go through the hassle of ordering the battery. Yes, it might be good because it was used for like 2 years or something, so maybe the battery replacement is needed for this device. But at the end of the day, 2 years is not that long to be true. 5 years, I would say, then it would be more natural to decade. Yes. So here is a problem with the charging IC or any other IC on the board, which I will make another episode about. It's 7 minutes, 8 minutes, so I don't want to drag it. I'll diagnose it and I'll record a video about it sometime in the future. Yes, I need to do it quite quickly because customer is waiting, so I can't postpone it. But for now I need to put it aside because I've got a problem with power supply in that Samsung. I need to finish that Samsung. I've replaced whole backlight, and it turns out that it's switching on, switching off like this, literally. Yes, so it's not enough power. And yeah, and when I'll finish that one, I've got 3 Xboxes One X, so I decided to do the preheater version of removing TDP158 chip and putting it back, because these are free, so it's quicker. It's just quicker with preheater and more. It's just better. I prefer to use preheater. It's just better work. Anyways, that's it in this video. You see, I was wrong. I don't know why I thought that replacing a battery will be a good solution, and I don't know. It's my waste of time to be true, and customer won't be happy for sure as well that the battery didn't help, and I need to look for the fault. But it is what it is, we are where we are, and we need to take it from there. So as you see, I can't be always perfect. I thought that the battery is not taking the power, whereas now when I'm thinking about it, I could use my bench power supply the power and see if the battery is taking power. If battery would take power, then I would know that it's a problem with the device rather than problem with anything else. Plus now this time when I was doing it, I found that it's charging when I'm switching it off. I didn't test it on that time. That's why I'm asking myself why I've done it. Am I overworking and I'm not thinking straight, or you know, I don't know, but I see for the couple of weeks, I think I found why. My mom was here, and because she was looking after the kids, I was focusing on work. So I was working 8 till 22 at night, so till 10 p.m. If used 12 hours, I mean. So yeah, and because she was doing that, I could focus more on the work, and the only break I had was basically when I was going to the customers, or customers came and I've spoken with them, but it's still a job, you know, still focus on a job. And when I was walking with kids to school, because I've committed myself for the time to walk, like I didn't do it for 2 times. For she came here in the half of the December, she left yesterday, so it's 27th of February. So she stayed here for like 2.5 months, you can say. And because she's been here, I was overworking. I was working 7 days a week, and I've decided now to stop a bit. I'm finishing work at 8, not at 10, and I'm taking Sunday pretty much off. Yes, pretty much off. So yeah, that will be less work. I need to get my head straight, because I think I overworked, and I can't focus as well all the time as I did in the past. So I think that's the case, and hopefully I'm not wrong. Hopefully that's the thing, and I can, you know, I can be better after several weeks. But that's it in this episode. As you see, overworking. I don't believe there's any other reason to that. So we will see. The only time will tell, yes? But for now, that's everything in this video. Thank you for watching, and please observe the YouTube channel. If you subscribe, that's better. There should be a third part for this device, yes, for this dashcam. Thank you. Bye bye.